What's going on, y'all? JJ here, Retro ReWire, coming at you with another pickups video. This is for November, and what a month of game hunting. Let's just get into it. Let's start with the digital stuff. I had two pickups. This Panorama Cotton, and as you can see, those are all the supported languages. And this one was on sale. I paid 200 yen, 216 yen, something. It was straight up peanuts, man. Super cheap, great game. Physically, the original game, super expensive. And then the physical copy of this is gonna, anywhere between 4,000 to 6,000 depending on which edition you get. But, this is a great way to try out Cotton, and it's on the Switch. Now, the other digital release is on my Xbox. Let me unpause it here, and that's going to be Old Silent Hill. Great game. I had this on the PS3, but I sold that copy, and at the moment I'm just preferring playing stuff on the Xbox over the PS5. I sold the PS5, and this is how I'm currently playing. All the new stuff is just going to be on the Series X, and part of that has to do with like the backwards compatibility. I'm actively collecting for Xbox and 360, and this is just a great way to to experience those games as well as the new stuff. But so far, a very good experience on the Xbox. Let me just go ahead and get out of that. Anyhow, here we go. What else we got? Let's get the digital stuff out of the way. I got stuff everywhere, y'all. We're just, the room is in shambles. I've been away, as you all know, or maybe you don't know, but I've been away here for the weekend. I'm going to be heading back to work Monday morning. Let's start with some movies. Look at this. Night of the Living Dead 4K Blu-ray release. I think this edition is exclusive to Japan, but the Criterion 4K release is also a worthy addition, but really cool cover to that. And then I also got the Terminator. Look at the price on this. 630 yen. Now this did include, and it does include, a movie poster for the film. Those are the two film pickups that I had. Just get those out of the way. Every now and then I gotta, get some movies. You all know how it goes. There we go. The Beretta N92 FS. Look at the price of this bad boy. I picked this up in Akihabara Kandenken, or Kenchan's place. I haven't even had time to test it out, but it looks brand new. And I had another one. I don't know where. I think I have another one that's dismantled, which I picked up at the Hard Off in Kimitsu. But that one wasn't working. I need to do some soldering to it to fix it up. But I think I'm just gonna sell it. The one that's not working. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to repair it. I'm just gonna take it to Hard Off and get whatever I can get for it. And this is in the box, 2,800. The one that I bought was 3,300. It was in the junk, so that was a huge loss. But if this works, I'll be satisfied with that. Let's go with some Sega Saturn. We got Strikers 1945 2. I was playing this one, and man, it's a cool game, but it does have quite a bit of slowdown compared to like the PS1 version. I also have the PS1 version. The PS1 version is actually cheap. And that PS1 version comes in two flavors, in a budget re-release and then the original Saikyo Atlas release. I believe it was Atlas, or maybe it was just Saikyo, but the Saturn version, it suffers a little bit with that slowdown. So I mean, look at the price on this one, and then like the PS3 or the PS1 version can be had for like 1,000 yen. So got that one, and then we got Parodius Forever With Me, 8,700 yen with the Obi card. I picked this up at the Omiya Surugaya. I can't believe they had it at this price. Not that this is like the best price, but typically this game is gonna be fetching like a higher price, and the PS1 version seems to be around like the 10,000 yen mark, but I haven't even popped it in. But that's how. Anyhow, I'm gonna get to it. I'm currently playing another one, which you'll see here shortly. Let's go with some Neo Geo. We got some World Heroes too. Look at the price of that, 6,800. It includes the baggie. What else does it include? The manual. I think even the registration card. Not that I care about that registration card. And as you can see here, this little flap is a little bit damaged, but who cares, man? It's all good. World Heroes 2, a big fan of the World Heroes. And here we go. This is the big one. Freaking World Heroes perfect, y'all. Great game. This is such a great game, and I was playing it. I have the little memory card, as you can see here, for my Neo Geo, and I have it saved. And I'm playing it on, as you can see here, there's a tinge of fading there. A tinge of fading, but it's all good. It's also complete. It has like the manual. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to one-hand this all without trying to drop anything. As a matter of fact, let me put that down below, make some space. Got to be careful with the wears, y'all. Yeah, see, there you go. Registration card, the baggie, the manual, and of course, the game. I got this at the Momotaro Kingdom in Kisarazu. It's like 60,000. This month was crazy with regard to like the amount that I was spending. But anyhow, I also got this at the Surugaya and Kisarazu Final Fight 1. I did beat this. I got to the hotel. I popped it into the old Game Boy Advance. And what a pleasant experience this was. And what was cool is that it had like the save from the previous owner. And that individual had like everything unlocked. And I was playing as Guy, the Street Fighter Zero or Alpha sprite version. And it was cool because it had like this turbo feature unlocked. So you just hold like the button down and he just goes to town with like how many punches he's throwing. But it was a great little experience and highly recommended this one. I do like all the updates that they brought to it. And then Super Mario Bros. 3, look at that price. This one is complete with the manual and everything. As a matter of fact, it's Sunday evening, and I was playing this in the morning. And I forget that the original one doesn't have any kind of save feature, so it's either all in or get out of here, you know? But great game, this one. And then here we go. We got Virtual Cop 2. This is actually... I already have a copy of this, but I picked this version up because it has the Obi card. I'm such a sucker for the Obi card, specifically for the Dreamcast, the Sega Saturn, and the PS1. Those three platforms I really want the Obi card for stuff. And as you can see here, there's the original one that I had, 480 yen. And actually that box is stuff I'm going to be getting rid of. Quite a bit of stuff that I'm going to be getting rid of. And then we have Gex on the 3DO. 2706, 2,706 yen. Great game. I was playing this one. It runs at about half the frame rate as the PS1 and Sega Saturn versions. As a matter of fact, here's the North American version. I used to have it on the Sega Saturn. That's what I originally had it for. I bought it at Kmart many years ago. No blue light special. That was I think I paid like 40 bucks for it back then. But great game. This one does have a few additional things that are missing from those subsequent later releases. But nothing that's going to be like, oh, you know, that's going to make the difference. At the end of the day, it's Gex. It's a great game. We got Crash and Burn, 890 yen. I was playing this, and yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not going to be like the best title on the 3DO, far from it, but I had a great time, and I'm still going to, you know, devote more time to this. And it's a bit silly, that one, but I'm finally happy to have that in the collection and to have finally played it after all these years. Here we go. We got Psygnosis Microcosm. This is also available on the Sega CD, Mega CD, and this thing is sealed. 1,100 yen. They have another game, Psygnosis, what the heck is it called? It's also in the same vein, like, you know, just like a shooter with the FMV background. I forget the name of that other one, but I am going to pick it up. But I am going to pop this one open. I am going to break the seal. I am going to play it. It's just going to be a while. It's going to be a while. Let's go with some PS1. I've been having such a great time with the PS1. As a matter of fact, I took this PS1 combo unit to the hotel with me, and I'll probably be taking it back just because there's a few games that I want to play. PS1, you know, just kind of tackle the backlog. Here we have Zeitgeist, 680 yen. This is actually another double. I ended up picking this one up because I don't know if you guys can see there, but this one has the Obi card, 680 yen. I am going to get rid of the other version that I have. And this game is one of the earliest railgun, on rails shooter type of game. But you know, I have a good time playing those kinds of games. It is an early title, so it is rough around the edges, but still. And in the same kind of genre, we have Edge of Sky High. This game is pretty cool. This is going to be one that I'll probably take with me when I leave tomorrow because I do want to play through this. This game is so rad. This what do you call that? Like a on rails third-person shooter. Edge of Sky High. What a funky title. And be careful if you put your Obi cards like this, when you close it, it could go through the cracks as you go. See, like that. And as you close it, it'll bend it. You don't want to have a bent Obi card, man. Here we have Neketsu Oyako, which is what, like parent and child, hot-blooded parent and child, whatever. It's a beat 'em up by Technosoft. This is also available on the Sega Saturn. I'll be releasing a video of when I picked this up, but I paid 7,700 yen, and I already beat it. I was in the hotel, I had the PS1, I popped this in, and let's go. Let's go. No Obi card though, but whatever, I guess. I really wanted to play it. It's been years, you know, like that I've been wanting to play this, and for 7,700 yen, that price isn't bad. It's, you know, the Sega Saturn version adds a few things, but this version has a few graphical effects that are only available on this version. But besides that, you can't go wrong with either version. There is a little bit of damage to it, but whatever. I had a great time playing with that, and I'll probably replay that. But here we got some what is this, Sexy Parodius? Or Parodius. No, this is just Parodius. I forget, but I've been playing this one. And quite a bit of game overs, man. Quite a bit of game overs. And I think I have a lot of the Parodius games on the Sega Saturn, but for some reason I prefer these Konami games on the PS1. So that's something to think about. I might be getting... No, I can't get rid of the Saturn stuff. But, you know, it's just one of those decisions. I do like having... the PS1 version. I guess it's just like the cover art. Really beautiful. And then we have Goemon. Oedo Dai Kaiten. What a great game. And 1680. Normally this one can go as high as like 9,000. Especially, this is like the PS1 books version. No Obi card, unfortunately, but whatever. The disc has a few scratches, but nothing that's going to prevent it from loading, from booting up. But a great game, action platformer, highly recommended. And then we have Initial D. I got this one at the same place that I had, that I bought the beat 'em up, Neketsu Oyako. And looking forward to playing this one. I did pop it in. It is working. And interestingly enough, I'll save it for that video, but there's certain things that you want to keep a lookout, especially when you're out and about hunting. But Initial D, racing game. I do want to try the PS2 and PS3 versions, but have the PS1. This one is also available on the Sega Saturn. And then we have Gundam the Battlemaster, 950 yen with the Obi card. Part 2 is expensive, and then Gundam Assault is also a pricey game. But more or less, you know, this has like a like the same visual style as those games. I was playing it, and it is a bit clunky. And hopefully the sequel and then that Gundam Assault is a little bit more fluid, but visually it's a stunner. Great little game. Then we got Dead Moon for the PC Engine. Oh, I want to play this. I have played it, but I want to, you know, I want to sit down and play it. give it some time. Visually, this looks like a stunner on the PC Engine, and all in due time, once like all this work business settles down, which it looks like it's going to be till the end of December, we're going to take it all the way. But in January, my schedule is going to be opening up, and I'll have more time to dedicate to playing some of these titles. I also have Atomic Robo Kid Special for the PC Engine. I was debating on whether to get this one or the Mega Drive version, but I decided on getting the PC Engine version, as it seems like it's a little bit more easy, so to speak. There's a little life bar in this one, and I mean, I haven't played either version yet, but I just decided to go with this one for now. And here we go. This Kaiden 00 is also available on the Switch. It's a part of the Shooting Collection Volume 2. As a matter of fact, there's a number of PC Engine games that are now available for the Nintendo Switch. And again, I've only had enough time to pop it in. I got this at Trader. And I definitely want to give it a good playthrough. It seems super fun from the short few minutes that I played. All in due time, I guess. And Jim Power, I haven't even popped this one in, but this is one that has been on my wish list for quite some time. I have the Genesis version that was released for the Switch and the PS4. I have the Switch version by Strictly Limited Games. I do have a copy of that. But this PC Engine version seems to be closer to the original concept, like the graphic design or the character design. Like, this dude's wearing shorts, and he has more like a traditional space suit in the Genesis and Super Nintendo versions. But hopefully this has some rockin' tunes. Here we have Valis 2 for $25.10. I think the only Valis game that I'm missing now is the first one for the Super CD ROM, Phantasm Soldier Valis. And yeah, I'll get to this one. And this price wasn't all that bad. The final PC Engine game is a stunner, Metamore Jupiter. I was playing through this one and I got to like level 4, level 3, one of the two. And man, visually it's a stunner on the PC Engine. I'm hoping to play this one from start to finish. This is going to be high on the priority, as a matter of fact. Just thinking back of what I played, man, it's a good one. Finally, I got a copy of Axley on the Super Famicom. Usually when I see this game, usually beat up, mangy, and sometimes I don't mind that, but for this, I wanted something a little bit cleaner. Actually, look at that. It has a little bit of damage there, and there's the price. But I think I may have done that. Sometimes, like, when I'm hauling the games, be careful. And, I make my game pickups. I leave them in the hotel. So I gotta be a little bit more careful. But Axley, great game. Looking forward to that one as well. We got some Splatterhouse Super Potatoes, where I picked this one up. I originally had this for the PS3 and I did beat it. And this is more for the collection. I did pop it in and I wasn't in the mood. I'll say that. I wasn't in the mood, but I will eventually replay it. But I don't know if I'm going to replay it to completion. I might just replay it in bits here and there. But I had a great time playing it way back in the day, and happy to have it, for the 360. Now this, Outrun 2 First Limited Edition with the soundtrack. I have the standard Japanese Outrun 2 release, which I'm going to sell. And there's no reason to have both two copies of the same game. I mean, they are different editions, but I'm not that kind of collector. But if you definitely need Outrun 2 in your collection, whether it's on the PS2, the Xbox, or even the PSP, man. Favorite racing game series of all time, especially Outrun 2 and all its like sequels and whatnot. Here we got Metal Slug 4 for the Xbox. I'm going to be getting rid of all the Metal Slug games I have on the PS2. We're going to go all in on the Xbox versions. They have Part 4, Part 3, Part 3, this has like a little calendar, and it is missing a little postcard. This is originally supposed to have a postcard. This version does not, or this copy does not have it. So the Xbox, the original Xbox, has Part 3, Part 4, and Part 5. And then with Part 6, I'll get that on the PS2. Parts 1 and 2, maybe on the Neo Geo CD. We'll see. We got some Virtua Racing. 1190. I popped this in, and oh man, it's pretty impressive with the old Mega Drive, what the old Jenny is doing. And I can't believe that price. Typically, it's like double that. Not that, you know, paying double is going to be that much more expensive, but yeah, I do love Virtua Racing. I have it on the PS2. I have it on the Sega Saturn. I have it on the Switch, and for sure I'll be playing this. And then we got some Musha Aleste. Ooh, this was on the wish list for quite some time. Happy to have this one. Again, I haven't had much time to play, but actually, I said that I was going to be taking the PS1 LCD combo. I think this week I was also thinking about taking the old Mega Drive 2. I think I might take the Mega Drive 2 this week, and then the week after take the PS1 LCD combo. When I can, I try to come home on the weekends. Sometimes it's not possible, but there's a few the Genesis games are piling up, and the Mega Drive games, so I got to get on it. But Aleste. And then we have Sparkster, Rocket Knight Adventure 2. Ooh. This game, I mean, some people prefer, I think most people prefer Part 1. But Part 2 is pretty good from what I've played. I still can't make a decision of which is my favorite Sparkster. For the time being, it's still going to be the original release on the Sega Genesis, which I have both the Japanese and North American versions, but some of the music in this game is really good. Freaking Sparkster. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Biohazard Battle, or Crying. What a little gem of a game. This might be, I don't know, it's up there for like my favorite shooters on the Sega platform. I think I might like this more than Thunder Force 4. I mean, the music just hits. Not only that, but like some parts just get like so intense, and then that crazy techno house type of whatever kind of music, you know, it just hits hard, especially if you have like a sound system. And I just get into it. And for me personally, when I'm playing the shooters, I prefer stuff that's like a biohazard, like bioorganic, you know? I mean, like this, X Multiply, that's a freaking awesome game by IRM. You know, R-Type, it has like the Bido. But this, ooh, what a great game. We got Zero Wing. It's another cool game, Toa Plan game. I popped it in. It is working, and hopefully I will have more time to play this. And this, it's hard to follow up, you know, after talking about this, because, man, this game. And then we got freaking Aladdin, $39.30. And I'm not sure why it was at this price. Typically, maybe it's because of a small tinge of sun fading there. I don't know. They had another copy at the Surugaya. I got this at the Surugaya in Goi, Chiba. They had another copy, which was like 8,000 and some change, and it was in the showcase. But this one was just like in the stacks, and it was at this price. It is complete. Then there's no peeling on the label or anything. And yeah, but I shouldn't complain. I mean, I hope I don't sound like I'm complaining. But anyhow, let's keep the show moving. Yeah, this. Ooh. This might be, in terms of like software, this might be the pickup of the month for me. Freaking Crying. Now, here we go. Check this out. Now, this PS2, this is like the Midnight transparent PS2. I think it's the Midnight, but the stand, I finally got the matching stand. Look at that. It's a little bit rough, but I got it at the Surugaya in Omiya. It was just the stand. Originally, I had this bad boy on this stand. And when I saw that, it was $1,400 for the stand, and I was like, heck yeah. Now this thing is complete. But that was the stand. What else did I get here? We got the Virtua stick. This was 4,800. It was complete in the box, and the box is pretty much pristine. But the thing about it is that it's the ASCII stick. I wanted to get the one with the Seimitsu. Because this one, I don't know, sometimes when I'm pulling off my super moves, going to town on the baddies, like, it just doesn't come through. But I'm not gonna mod it or anything. I'm just gonna leave it as is. And man, the bummer here, look at the little corner. I did that. I just bumped the little corner because it's slightly raised, and as I bumped it, it like peeled off. So that was a major bummer. Here's another pickup. We got an old Mega Drive. This is a variant, a revision 5 board, a V5. This one I might get rid of though. I got it, but the reason why I might get rid of it, because we got a major, super major hardware pickup. Check this out, y'all. We got the freaking WonderMega. Let me move this. Show some respect here for the WonderMega. This thing, oh yeah, we got Rocket Knight. This thing, oh man, what a dream. What a dream. In fact, turn this bad boy on. Let's not mess around here. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. I don't even know if I have it hooked up in the back. Do I have it hooked? I don't know what the heck I have hooked up. It does need a little bit of work. I think like this part with the jack. Let me lower the volume there. I don't know if it's the cable, but sometimes like the video is garbled like that. But I think it's the cable because it also happens when I yeah, it's the cable. But as you can see there, we're gonna put some bass. Now this will be in a video, but I have showed it in a previous video. I picked this one up at Cookie. Wait, give me a second here, guys. I need to turn off the Xbox, the Series X. The freaking fan on it is like a freaking heater. Look at this thing. As I interrupt this show, this is just blowing out the hot air, and it gets so hot in the game room. I don't even need a heater. I got a freaking Xbox Series X. But anyhow, this WonderMega, it was priced at 110,000 yen. And I was like, but the thing is here, I should have prepared better for this, but I'm just giving it to you all raw. It has a little toggle switch there. It has a region mod to it. It would have been nice if they put in the RGB mod, but somebody region modded this thing. And because of that, the hard off wasn't able to provide like a warranty on it. Typically they'll give like a 3 or 6 month warranty, but because it has been tampered with, so to speak, it was just going to be sold as is. But they said in their description that it was, it was working with the Sega, the Sega Mega Drive cassettes were working, and the Mega CD portion was also working. So I asked for a demonstration, and the Mega CD side wasn't working. So then they gave me, after fiddling with it for like a half hour, I was there till closing, past closing, they gave it to me at this price. Check it out, 88,000. And let me just shut this off. We're gonna pop the game out a little bit, and we're gonna power it back on, and we'll hit start here. Freaking I need to replace that cable. Anyhow, well, now, as you can see, it is working. And the reason why it wasn't working is because the lid wasn't fully closing. All right, y'all. I just want to interject. There has been some new things have come to light, as they say in The Big Lebowski. Check this out. This was the perp. See that little notch on the drive belt? That little notch was preventing the door from fully opening and closing, and that was the issue. And that saved 20,000 yen, bros. Check this out. I'm gonna open up the drive door. And then, by the way, this is not as bright as it's, in the video, but just camera settings. Anyhow, we're gonna close it and check it out. Bam. And that was the main issue. Now, earlier, there was an issue here with the video cable coming distorted. I think that the solder joint there might be cracked. So I gotta open it again and dig a little bit deeper, but for the time being, it's all gravy, it's all good. All is well in the land of retro rewire. Let's get back to the video. But yeah, I mean, freaking awesome, man. WonderMega. For a while, I wanted like the WonderMega Mark II, but for 88,000 on this, that's a hefty price tag for sure. But this is a premium piece of hardware here, and that's gonna be the daily driver. We're gonna take it all the way till the buttons fall off, man. Check it out. But this whole box, I got a Sega Saturn there. I got some Outrun 2. This is gonna be in there, PC Engine GT with the box, and as well as like this Mega Drive. There's a few other odd bits and pieces in the collection that I'm going to be getting rid of, but that's going to help pay for the premium stuff here. And with my collecting, I'm not trying to I grew up renting a lot of stuff, a lot of video games, and that's kind of how I treat like my gaming and my collection. Some stuff like this is a prime example. We're going on overtime here, y'all. Like the PC Engine GT, I got this in Sapporo, and for the longest time I wanted one. Well, I got it. I played the heck out of this when I was earlier in the year when I was out in Osaka. This is the bad boy that I had out there, and I was playing this quite a bit. And, I got my fill, and then I decided I don't really care to have this in the collection anymore because I have used it. I got my experience, and it's time to sell this to make way for other things. And this is actually my preferred way to play PC Engine. It's going to be this IFU 30 unit with the PC Engine and the CD-ROM attachment. That's the way that I prefer to play it. But a great time, with this. And that's just how my collecting habits, my game playing habits, that's just how it goes. Gotta have a little bit of that raw feeling into it, you know what I'm saying? But again, super happy with these pickups. This was the pickup of, I should have had this instead of Sparkster 2 in there, but super happy with that Biohazard battle. But anyhow, guys, stay tuned. The game hunting will continue. Definitely the focus is going to be selling some stuff, but that's just how it goes in the game of game hunting, collecting, all that good stuff. JJ Retro Rewire, stay tuned for more. Ciao, y'all.